sexy thing, you.
Hey now, this Take the Points, episode 4, post Super Bowl. I almost said I am your host.
You're kind of the host. Moderator.
I'm the moderator. Brandon Major, Greg DiNardo alongside of me, Drew Hoyler, coming live from Oviedo.
Present.
I don't know if you can tell already in the tone of my voice, but I'm not feeling well. I'm not sick.
Let it out.
I am.
You've been bitching all day.
I have been bitching all
chest.
day. I feel like there's just
You've been bitching since last night. You've been bitching since the Patriots scored 12 points.
Yes, because I knew then it was over. It was so. Did I tell you?
Yeah, we
bet on it.
Put a bet in it.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
So I've had a real tough time trying to figure out to describe how I'm feeling. So what I did was I looked up synonyms for miserable and dejected. I've got crestfallen, mopey, forlorn. I don't know. Never heard.
I like forlorn.
Hangdog, austere, glum, chapfallen.
All right, that's enough.
Okay, I feel really bad, really, really bad, and it's a weird feeling. I'll tell you why. I'll start with this. I'm sick of the Patriots. Okay, that's no secret.
Shocker.
I'm sure a lot of people are sick of the Patriots winning. If you listened to us last week, I wanted the Falcons to win. I picked the Falcons to win. I was ready for a new team, some fresh blood, and just someone other than Tom Brady to stand up there with a stupid smile on his face receiving the trophy. I was really ready for that, and it looked like that was happening. And then the tide turned quickly. And I think I just noticed it a lot earlier because sports can be pretty predictable sometimes, and you just knew the comeback was inevitable. And but the problem I'm having is that it wasn't about losing the bets. It wasn't about even so much that I didn't want to see the Patriots win again. I'm really having a tough time balancing the hatred for the Patriots, or not even so much Patriots, just teams like them that just win all the time. But also, I need to appreciate what we all just witnessed, right? I mean, I should be thankful that I was alive and watched the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history, what Tom Brady did in the fourth quarter, and also the biggest choke job in Super Bowl history. I mean, that was a great game. It was so exciting. And especially the way the Patriots are doing it and who they're doing it with. I should be very appreciative of this. So part of me wants to be, but a lot of me doesn't want to be. So I'm having this constant internal battle. It's like a civil war inside me right now. Yeah. And the whole time I'm just like this zombie wandering around for the last 18 hours. I don't know. Does that add up? My math add up?
Yeah,
okay,
close.
Good enough.
Ballpark.
While my feelings just don't know where to land. I don't know where to side with. So it hurts. First time of the day.
At least you're not a Falcons fan, right? At least you're not a Falcons fan.
At least I'm not a Falcons fan. I was pulling for them as if I was a Falcons fan. We watched Super Bowl together. You saw me. You experienced it.
Yeah, you were pretty bummed at the end.
Bummed.
It is what it is, man. I mean, we're watching the greatest guy ever, and he's not going away. And just get used to it.
Oh wait,
this is 5, and he's It's not far-fetched to say he gets at least 6.
Okay, that's another reason I'm upset.
Because he's got a couple years left.
The result. Now we have to listen to. We don't have to listen to, but you turn on any sports show, TV or radio. Now we have to hear, is Tom Brady the best of all time? I'm so sick of these debates. Yes, he's the best. Leave it at that. I'm just so sick of seeing these people who are professionals wearing $1,000 suits, making 6-figure salaries on TV, debating somebody being the best. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I would love to spend the next 5-6 months maybe talking about Matt Ryan. I don't know enough about the guy. You know, I don't know what his
like a good boy.
I don't know what his wife or girlfriend looks like. Is he dating a supermodel? Does he have kids? What's his diet like? I'm curious to find out.
Yeah, I think we know everything we can about Tom Brady.
So I'm forlorn right now and very hangdogging, and that's where I stand. So you guys seem to be loving it. You're fine, Dandy.
Not loving it by any means, but just accepting it. Like, it's not going away.
That's great.
There's
Good
nothing
for
you can do about it, and it's probably going to happen one more time. So he's got 3 years left, and just grunt through it, and
You don't know he's got 3 years left. He could have 6.
He's 39. You're putting him at 42.
Can't tell.
That's pretty impressive.
Can't tell at all. Drew, what do you got on the topic?
Well, I mean, maybe it's just a little different for me. Just being a Jets fan, I made peace a long time ago with the Patriots, with how ridiculously good they are. To me, getting upset about the Patriots getting slurped and Tom Brady getting talked about 24/7, I mean, to me, it's equivalent of getting upset if your girlfriend or wife banged Ryan Gosling. I mean, what are you going to do? You know what I mean?
It's just jealous. I'd be really jealous.
I'd be mad I didn't bang Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
No, you really wouldn't be jealous. Or if it was vice versa.
I think I would be.
Or if you banged a 30-year-old Salma Hayek, how could they get mad?
No, I'm saying I would be jealous of my girlfriend for banging Ryan Gosling. Yeah. I would want to bang Ryan
I hope
Gosling.
Mike Pence isn't hearing this. He might.
But I mean, in all seriousness,
he's not.
it just is what it is. Only thing that you said that I have to really disagree with was that was not a great game. That was not. It was a great comeback, but overall football game, it was pretty much garbage. I mean, the first half was unwatchable. It was unwatchable.
Not if you want the Falcons to win. It was glorious.
But if you're a Falcons fan, you were never easy because you kind of had that in the back of your head the whole time.
I get what you mean. It was garbage because of the score. It was a blowout. One team was doing absolutely nothing, but that team being the Patriots made it so enjoyable.
It was not an all-time great game. It was an all-time great comeback for sure.
Okay.
To be a great game, in my opinion, there has to be a great game means both teams are playing well and they're going back and forth. And you never had that in this game. You never had an instance where one team, threw a punch and the other team threw a punch right back. It was just, a complete knockout in the first half and then just a complete knockout / the ultimate choke job, maybe in the history of sports. So that's kind of the way that I saw it. All I wanted going into the game was just because, like I said, I made my peace with the Patriots years ago, being a Jets fan and just living through misery and just, seeing firsthand how, incredible the franchise is. I just wanted to see an entertaining game. And so I was glad the Patriots were coming back. I didn't necessarily want the Patriots to win, but I was very happy when they were coming back and making it exciting because to me the first 2.5 quarters were pretty pedestrian, pretty boring. I put on HBO. I started watching The Young Pope a little bit every time they went to commercial, just because I was like, this sucks. I was like, this is not entertaining at all. I'm not a big Super Bowl commercial guy. So, that's just kind of the way that I saw the game yesterday.
What'd you think of The Young Pope?
It's a pretty good show. You watch it?
Yeah, I'm on like the second episode. Third episode.
We're not. I'm gonna kill the Young Pope.
It's a weird show.
Let's kill the Young Pope.
I'm almost so sick.
No one's tuned in for
so sick of the Super Bowl talk already. Greg.
So the only thing I want to say, just because my brother-in-law, who's a diehard Falcons fan, sent this to me, and I was kind of surprised by this, but the Falcons are officially, if you're or not necessarily the Falcons, but the city of Atlanta, if you're describing professional, the Big Four seasons per title, Atlanta has 170 seasons per title. In all their sports, 170 seasons, they've won one title with the Braves. That's so bad. I mean, that's worse than Cleveland. That's worse than San Diego. That's worse than Buffalo. That's awful. So you almost got to just really feel bad for them.
But the one difference is it's like no one in Atlanta really gives a shit. I mean, of course they have their fans, but it's nothing compared to those other markets you're talking about. It's nothing compared to like a Cleveland where people truly live and die with their sports teams. I mean, Atlanta's a pretty shitty sports town.
It is. That's why I don't give a shit about Atlanta. Like I don't feel for their fans. I've got a soft spot for like the Buffalo people and Green Bay. I mean, they don't really have anything else going on, but I don't give a shit about the Atlanta sports market or the fans. I just wanted to see a new. I mean, the Falcons were, I think, at one point like 101 odds to win the Super Bowl. After they lost the Bucs.
We almost bet them early in the season.
That would have been amazing.
What? Minus 300 to not make the playoffs?
Yeah. Is
that what it was?
We watched them playing. Actually, Drew gave me that inside tip. He told me they were going to be a disaster as they're playing the Dolphins in preseason and losing. Drew texts me the Falcons are going to be a disaster. Let's take them not to make the playoffs.
I mean, we found out last night they're not for real. They weren't for real.
Yeah, Drew, you're right. They're not that good.
I just got lucky
I
a couple
said last
games.
week, take the Patriots. It was easy money, right? No, just kidding.
It was not very easy.
No, not easy at all. I mean, one thing that I see everybody discussing today to death is the whole Kyle Shanahan throwing the ball in the 21 or 22-yard line or whatever. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on that? Do you think that's being a little beaten to death?
I think it absolutely is, because
Yes.
if I'm a fan of a team and that's how we blow it and that's how we lose, of trying to score and do something, I'll take that. What I hate is when teams
Totally
are
agree.
up that in the third quarter and they're like, all right, we're going to run it,
Yep.
and we're just going to try and end this game now. I would be pissed if we lost like that.
I
The
totally
other way
agree.
around, I'm almost more okay with it, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And not only that, I mean, I haven't heard one person mention this. Maybe I haven't watched enough. I've heard one person mention this. Did people not watch this game? Did people are acting like, oh, if they just settle for a Matt Bryant 42-yard field goal, game over? Well, did you not see the Patriots kicker, who's maybe the best in the NFL, miss an extra point?
Sure.
Did you not see the Patriots block Matt Bryant's PAT? Which I have no idea why they took that penalty away. Do you guys know why they took that penalty away? It was like the
I
like the
think he-
biggest
I thought he
bullshit.
jumped too early.
Not to play the race card, but I think it was because it was a white guy, and they just didn't think a white guy could do that and jump over the center.
I don't think it was a penalty.
He played the race card.
It was a race card, but
I'd have to double check it, but it did not. Anyways, the whole point is 2 extra points should have been missed. So don't act like a 43-yard field goal in a pressure situation was going to be a complete lock, because I don't think it would have been.
I don't have any I completely agree with what Greg said. I would have been way more furious if they took their foot off the gas, and just kept
because
run.
it wasn't like it was like late in the fourth quarter,
Yeah.
or even mid fourth quarter. It was still like a couple minutes left in the third quarter when the Patriots started to get it rolling.
People need to realize too, in these situations, hindsight is always 20/20. I hate on television Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith acting like they should be
Is that guy's
should be
name?
doing
I hate that guy.
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan's job. Like they know, they're experts in calling offensive plays. It absolutely boggles my mind. But yeah, I mean, look, they should have done some things differently. Looking back, maybe running the ball in the 3rd and 1 where Matt Ryan got sacked and fumbled, or don't do the 7-step drop, here and there.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I think if you're going to be critical over one thing, and I don't hear it enough today, was
That's the
that
play.
3rd and 1 play. Absolutely.
I totally
If you're
agree.
and I'm not going to bury the guy like everybody is, but that would be the play where I think you could bury him. To
I
take a
totally
7-step
agree.
drop on a 3rd and 1 doesn't make any sense.
None.
It really doesn't.
No, it makes no sense. I mean, run the ball. If you're going to pass, do a quick slant, something. But look, I'm not going to that's the Falcons pretty much played the way they did and how they got there. They were firing on offense. They were passing the ball. Nobody could guard them. Nobody could stop them. The Patriots did. Props to them. You know what I mean?
One thing I want to bring up, and it's just because I got shit on for it last week.
Okay.
But if the Falcons
Oh
at
my
halftime
gosh.
put Schwab in, did they win that game?
I'm
Is that
pretty
his
sure
name?
it's Schwab. It's not Schwab.
It's a silent B.
Isn't that the
Silent
financial
U.
one?
Well,
Yeah, it is.
I was
If they
screaming
put
at my
Schwab
TV
in, did they
I
win
was
the game?
screaming at my TV when it was 28-3.
Should I be
Why
an
aren't
NFL
the
coach?
Patriots putting all their backups in? Why aren't they listening to Greg?
It is kind of insane though that that Greg was really onto something. You
I
know,
was, dude.
he's like, look, if this game gets out of control, we're not going to see many
I
points.
was definitely not on anything. The only other thing I want to bring up on the game, and then we can run through bets, is, I mean, the Patriots did that. If you're Dan Quinn, you got to be livid, because the Patriots did this to the Seahawks too, and they scored 14 unanswered points in that Super Bowl. Like, somehow
Yeah.
Belichick just threw the game, learns the other coach, knows it, and capitalizes. Like, it's nothing
I think
really
it was a
new.
combination of that, and I think it was a combination of the Falcons. Their assholes got really tight, and then once it was 28-12 and that fumble happened, it was just complete panic.
Oh,
It was just,
absolutely.
It was just complete panic. You didn't see anybody on the
Oh,
Falcons take control. You didn't see anybody. I mean, not going to take anything away from Julio Jones, because he did everything he could to win the football game. The catch, everyone will be talking about that catch that the Falcons, went ahead and took care of business. So, but I mean, and to the man after the game, no matter who they were talking to, whether it was an assistant coach, whether it was a player, all of them said when the reporters asked them, like, oh, at halftime was there a fiery speech, or in the third quarter when it's 28